Sagittarius, take a moment before we begin, because the energy around August 11th feels like the beginning of movement after a period when you've been waiting, wondering, or simply feeling that something in your life needed to change. The tarot suggests that this day may bring you a message you weren't expecting. It could be connected to your career, could involve money, could come through a person, or it could simply be a realization that changes the way you look at your future. Whatever form it takes, one thing becomes clear. You are not meant to remain exactly where you are. Sagittarius, you have a natural need for freedom. You need room to grow, explore, learn, and imagine something bigger than what you can see today. But recently, you may have felt restricted. Perhaps responsibilities have become heavier. Perhaps your career doesn't excite you the way it once did. Maybe you've been thinking about money more seriously. Or perhaps a relationship has made you question whether you're truly happy. August 11th brings a different kind of energy. It asks you to stop running from uncomfortable questions and start answering them honestly. What do you really want? Where are you going? And who do you want beside you when you get there? The first message from the tarot is about an unexpected turn. Something may happen during the day that wasn't part of your original plan. A sudden phone call, an unexpected invitation, a new opportunity, a conversation with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, or information that changes your understanding of a situation. Your first instinct may be to react quickly, but don't. Give yourself a little time. The unexpected event may contain more potential than you see at first. Something that initially looks inconvenient could eventually become the reason a new door opens. This is especially important when it comes to your career. Sagittarius, you may be closer to professional movement than you realize. If you've been working hard without seeing immediate results, the tarot suggests that your efforts are beginning to attract attention. Someone may notice your enthusiasm. A supervisor could recognize your ability to take initiative. A client may recommend you, or a new project may give you the opportunity to show what you can really do. You have something that many people don't have, the ability to see possibilities where other people see limitations. That quality can become extremely valuable now. If you've been thinking about changing jobs, August 11th may encourage you to take the idea more seriously. Don't necessarily quit immediately. Prepare. Research. Update your resume. Talk to people. Learn new skills. Explore different industries. You don't have to announce your plans before you're ready. Sometimes the strongest career moves begin quietly. For Sagittarius who already have a stable job, there may be a desire for more freedom. Maybe you want flexible hours. Maybe you want more responsibility. Maybe you want to work independently. Or maybe you simply want to feel that your work has a greater purpose. Don't ignore that feeling. It may be telling you that your current chapter is approaching its natural ending. Not necessarily today, but soon. And the decisions you make now could influence where you go next. There is also a message about travel, education, and expansion. For some Sagittarius, an opportunity connected with another city, country, course, online platform, or new professional environment could appear. Something may encourage you to step outside your usual world. If an opportunity makes you slightly nervous but also excited, pay attention. That combination often means you're standing near growth. Now let's talk about money. Financially, August 11th carries a more hopeful energy than you may expect. There could be an opportunity to increase your income. Payment may arrive. A side project could become more promising. A client may offer additional work. Or someone could introduce you to an idea that has financial potential. But the cards are very clear about one thing. Don't confuse opportunity with guaranteed success. Research before you commit. Ask questions. Read the details. And don't let excitement make financial decisions for you. Sagittarius loves possibility. But sometimes you can become so excited about what something could become that you overlook what it currently is. Stay grounded. If someone promises fast money, be especially careful. Real financial growth usually requires time, consistency, and discipline. You may also discover that one of your existing talents can become more valuable. Maybe you're good at communication. Maybe you can teach. Maybe you're good at sales. Maybe you understand social media. Maybe you're creative. Maybe you know how to connect people. Think about what you can do naturally that other people struggle to do. There may be an income opportunity hiding there. August 11th also encourages you to think about financial freedom rather than simply financial appearance. You don't need to look rich. You need to feel secure. Saving even a small amount consistently can be more powerful than spending money to impress people. If you've been struggling with unnecessary expenses, this could be the day you decide to change one habit. One decision can become a pattern. Pattern can become a lifestyle. And a lifestyle can completely change your financial future. Now, Sagittarius, let's talk about love. If you're single, August 11th could bring an interesting encounter. You may meet someone through work, travel, friends, education, social media, or simply while doing something ordinary. The connection may begin with conversation. Perhaps you laugh together. Perhaps they challenge your way of thinking. Perhaps you immediately feel comfortable. Or perhaps there is something mysterious about them that makes you curious. Don't rush. Let the connection develop naturally. You don't need to decide on the first day whether someone is your future. Just notice how they make you feel. Do you feel free around them? Can you speak honestly? Do they respect your independence? Do they support your ambitions? These questions matter. You don't need someone who wants to control your world. You need someone who wants to explore it with you. If you're already in a relationship, August 11th may bring a conversation about the future. You and your partner may discuss travel, money, home, family, or long-term goals. One of you may want change while the other wants stability. Instead of treating this as a conflict, try to understand what is underneath those desires. Maybe one person needs security. Maybe the other needs freedom. Both needs can exist at the same time. Love becomes stronger when two people learn how to create space for each other. For some Sagittarius, someone from the past may also appear. A message could arrive. You might unexpectedly see them, or you may simply begin thinking about them again. But the tarot asks you to remember why the relationship ended. Don't allow nostalgia to erase reality. Missing someone doesn't always mean you should return. Sometimes the past comes back simply to show you how much you've changed. Family energy is also present. A relative may share news with you. Someone could ask for your advice. Or you may find yourself helping someone make an important decision. Your optimism can be incredibly encouraging to people around you. But don't allow your natural generosity to become emotional exhaustion. You don't have to rescue everyone. You can support people without carrying their problems. That distinction becomes important for you. Spiritually, August 11th may be a day of signs and synchronicities. You may repeatedly notice the same number. You could hear the same phrase from different people. A song may appear at an unusually meaningful moment. You may have a dream that stays with you, or you could experience a coincidence that makes you stop and think. Don't force an interpretation. Simply observe. Ask yourself what you were thinking about when the sign appeared. That may tell you more than the number itself. Your intuition is especially strong when you are not trying to force an answer. Sometimes your first feeling is worth listening to. Not every thought needs to be analyzed. Not every decision needs 10 different opinions. You may already know. August 11th also carries a message about courage. You may be standing at the edge of a decision you've been avoiding. Maybe it's about your career. Maybe money. Maybe love. Maybe your location. Maybe something personal that nobody else knows about. You're afraid that choosing one direction means losing another. But Sagittarius, life doesn't always work that way. Choosing one path can open another. You don't have to know the entire journey. You only need to know the next step. And that step may be much smaller than you think. Send the message. Apply for the position. Start the course. Create the plan. Save the money. Have the conversation. Say no. Say yes. Whatever your next step is, let it come from courage rather than fear. There may also be a moment on August 11th when someone reveals something to you. It could be information about a professional opportunity, a financial situation, personal relationship, or something that has been happening behind the scenes. Don't immediately react emotionally. Listen. Take it in. Then decide what it means for you. The truth may be surprising, but it can also be freeing. You don't have to fear information. Information gives you choices, and choices give you power. As the day continues, you may feel a growing desire to simplify your life. You may become less interested in meaningless conversations, less interested in proving yourself, less interested in people who constantly take your energy, and more interested in experiences that make you feel alive. That is not selfish. That is growth. You've changed, Sagittarius, and some things that once seemed exciting may no longer satisfy you. That's okay. You are allowed to outgrow people. You are allowed to outgrow jobs. You are allowed to outgrow old goals. You are allowed to change your mind. The person you were a year ago doesn't have to make every decision for the person you are becoming. There is also an important financial lesson here. Don't compare your progress with someone else's. You may see someone buying a house, someone starting a business, someone traveling, someone earning more, and suddenly feel like you're behind. But you don't know their entire story. Your journey has its own timing. Focus on building something sustainable. Your future doesn't need to look impressive from the outside. It needs to feel secure from the inside. By the evening, you may experience a quiet moment of clarity. You could suddenly understand why something didn't work, why someone left, why a particular opportunity was delayed, why a previous plan failed. You may realize that what you once considered a disappointment actually protected you. And that realization can change the way you look at the past. Not every closed door was a punishment. Some were protection. Some were redirection. Some were simply making room. This is one of the strongest messages around your August 11th reading. Don't keep knocking on doors that have already shown you they're not opening. Look around. There may be another door nearby, and perhaps that one is meant for you. The tarot also asks you to be careful with impulsive decisions. Sagittarius loves movement. You can become impatient when life feels slow. But don't create chaos simply because you're bored. Change should have direction. Freedom should have responsibility. And courage should be combined with wisdom. Before you make a major decision, ask, will this help the person I want to become? If yes, continue. If no, wait. There is no shame in waiting for clarity. You are not losing time. You are protecting your future. And then comes the final message. Sagittarius, August 11th may not give you every answer, but it can give you something better. Momentum. Conversation. A new idea. A financial opportunity. A professional connection. A romantic encounter. A realization. One of these could become the beginning of something much larger. Don't underestimate the small moment. Your life can change through one message, one introduction, one decision, one unexpected yes. And sometimes the most important opportunities arrive when you weren't looking for them. So when August 11th surprises you, don't immediately resist. Pause. Look carefully. Ask what this moment is trying to show you. Protect your money. Take your career seriously. Stay open in love. Trust your intuition. And most importantly, Don't be afraid of the future simply because you can't see the entire road yet. Sagittarius, your life is not meant to remain predictable. You are a sign of movement, discovery, and possibility. And this day may remind you of exactly that. Something is shifting. Something is opening. Something is asking you to move. You don't need to run. You don't need to have everything figured out. Just take the next honest step. Because the tarot suggests that the unexpected event you've been waiting for may not arrive with a warning. It may simply appear in the middle of an ordinary day. And when it does, you'll understand why you had to wait. Why certain doors closed. Why some plans changed. And why the path ahead had to look different from what you originally imagined. August 11th carries one final message for you. Don't be afraid to choose a bigger life. The opportunity may be closer than you think. And Sagittarius, when the moment comes, trust yourself enough to say yes.